Hello students, in this video we are going to study chapter number 9, data handling. Here data means what? Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. Students, remember, data should be organized properly. This helps in extracting information and to read information easily and to understand easily. Let's take one example. In a class, 20 students were asked to choose one fruit from banana, orange, apple and guava. The following table shows organized data for the above information is given below. Here we can see the information given name of the fruits given, here number of students. Therefore, 8 students like banana, 3 students like orange, 5 students like apple and 4 students like guava. So this information we can read easily and we can understand who like which fruit. Now next part is organization of data. In that first we are going to discuss about tally chart. Here, to get a particular information from the given data quickly, the data can be arranged in a tabular form using tally marks. Here tally marks means what? Tally marks are the small vertical lines used to represent information. Let's see one example here. Ekta is asked to collect data for size of shoes of students in her class 6. Her findings are recorded in the manner shown below. Here in this way it has been recorded. Okay. Now J wanted to know the size of shoes worn by the maximum number of students and the size of shoes worn by the minimum number of students. Can you find this information? Now students, if you try to find out the size of the shoes which is worn by the maximum number of students and minimum number of students, it will become quite difficult in this manner, right? Therefore, Ekta prepared a table using tally marks. She made 3 columns in that. In first column, shoe size, she written in increasing order. Second one is for tally marks and third one is for number of students. So here how many times occur in this table? That first she find out. So here 4 occurred 5 times. So she drawn here 4 vertical lines and 1 slanting line. So this group can represent 5. So total 5 students wearing the shoes of size 4. In the same way, 5 how times occurred in this table? She got near about 8. So how to represent 8? You can see here 4 vertical lines and 1 slanting line. So this group of 5 and then 3 more we need. Therefore here 3 more vertical lines. Therefore 5 plus 3 is 8. In the same way 6 occurs 10 times. So here see 4 vertical line, 1 slanting line, 4 vertical line, 1 slanting line. So therefore 2 groups we got here of 5 each. Therefore 5 plus 5 is 10. Therefore 10 students wearing the shoes of size 6. In the same way, 7 students wearing shoes of size 7. So how to represent 7 here? See 4 vertical lines, 1 slanting line. So here total 5 and 2 more. Therefore 5 plus 2 is 7. And 2 students wearing the shoes of size 8. And that we can represent by 2 small vertical lines. In this way, Ekta prepared a table and she represents this whole information which can be read easily. Now by looking at this table, the questions asked earlier could be answered easily. You can see here the size of shoes worn by the maximum number of students is 6 and the size of shoes worn by the minimum number of students is 8. Next part is pictograph. A pictograph represents data through pictures of objects. So here pictograph means representing information by using pictures. Now let's see one more example. Following is the choice of sweets of 30 students of class 6. Here different sweets are there: laddu, barfi, jalebi, rasgulla. Like this information is given. These are the sweets liked by 30 students. Now here arrange the names of sweets in a table using tally marks. First we'll arrange this information in the table by using tally marks and then we have to answer this question. Which sweet is prepared by most of the students? So here you can see the answer of first question. Table using tally marks. This table is divided into 3 columns. In first column, name of the sweets. Then second column, tally marks. Third one is number of students. So here 11 students preferred laddu. So how to represent 11 here? See 4 vertical line, 1 slanting. Again 4 vertical, 1 slanting and plus 1. Means 5 plus 5 plus 1 is 11. Then next 3 students preferred barfi. So 3 we can represent in this way by drawing 3 small vertical lines. Then 7 students preferred jalebi. So 7 how to represent here? 4 vertical line, 1 slanting and 2 more. Therefore total 5 plus 2 is 7. And 9 students preferred rasgulla. So how to represent 9 here? Here 5, 1 group of 5 lines and here 4 more. Therefore 5 plus 4, 9. Therefore, in this way, we can represent this information which we can read easily. In this, one more question was asked that which sweet is prepared by most of the students. So here we can see that laddu is prepared by most of the students, right? Therefore, laddu, because 11 students prepared laddu. In this, first we are going to discuss about interpretation of pictograph. Let's take one example from it. The sale of electric bulbs on different days of a week is shown below. Here you can see sale of electric bulbs on different days. Here name of the days given. Here number of electric bulbs. And very important thing is that scale is also given. Here some circles you can see. In that one circle we have to consider as 2 bulbs. And this is the scale. Therefore, on Monday we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 circles are there. And we know that one circle is equal to 2 bulbs. Therefore, 6 2s are 12 bulbs. Therefore, what was the sale on Monday? 12 bulbs. In the same way, Tuesday we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 circles and one circle is equal to 2 bulbs. Therefore, 8 2s are 16. Therefore, what was the sale on Tuesday? 16. On Wednesday, see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2s are 8. So, sale on Wednesday is 8. On Thursday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 2s are 10. 10 bulbs. On Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2s are 14 bulbs. Saturday, 4. 4 2s are 8. And here, Sunday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 circles, means 9 2s are 18 bulbs on Sunday. Now observe the table and answer the following questions. So some questions are asked on this table, so that we will answer now. Therefore, in this first question is how many bulbs were sold on Friday? Therefore, we can see here on Friday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 2s are 14 bulbs were sold on Friday. Next question is on which day were the maximum number of bulbs sold? So here we can see on Sunday the maximum number of circles we have. Therefore, we will count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 circles means 9 2s are 18 bulbs were sold on Sunday. Therefore, on which day? On Sunday was the maximum number of bulbs sold. Next question is on which of the days same number of bulbs were sold? Therefore, here we can see on Wednesday and on Saturday. 4 circles means total 8 bulbs were sold and equal number of bulbs were sold on Wednesday and Saturday. Next question is on which of the days minimum number of bulbs were sold? Therefore, here we will get again same answer, that is on Wednesday and Saturday. We can see here minimum number of bulbs were sold on Wednesday and Saturday. See one more question. If one big carton can hold 9 bulbs, how many cartons were needed in the given week? Students, we know that the total number of bulbs sold in the given week were 86. Therefore, total bulbs 86. Therefore, the number of carton required to hold 86 bulb is equal to 86 upon 9. Okay. Now, therefore, when we will divide 86 by 9, we will get answer 9 and remainder will be 5. Therefore, 81 bulbs is equal to 9 cartons we need, right? Because 9 9s are 81. And for remaining 5 bulbs, 1 more carton we need. Therefore, total 9 plus 1, 10 cartons. Therefore, 10 cartons required to hold the bulbs. Now, the next part is drawing a pictograph. Let's see one example here. Total number of animals in 5 villages are as follows. Village A 80, Village B 120, Village C 90, Village D 40 and Village E 60 animals. Now here prepare a pictograph of these animals using a symbol of your choice to represent 10 animals. To represent 10 animals, we are going to use one symbol of our choice and answer the following questions. Now after this, after drawing chart, they have asked some questions that we will answer. Therefore, according to the question, we have drawn here one chart. In first column, name of the village, and then in the second column, number of animals. And we have choose here scale, that is 1 triangle is equal to 10 animals. We know that in village A, total 80 animals are there, right? Therefore, we know that 1 triangle is equal to 10 animals. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 triangles is equal to 80 animals. Correct? So in the same way, in village B, we have number of animals 120. Therefore, for 120, to get the number of triangles, we can divide 120 by 10. So what answer we'll get? We'll get 12. So draw here 12 triangles. Then in village C, we have 90 animals. Okay. Then divide 90 by 10. We'll get 9. So draw here 9 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 tens are 90 animals. In the same way, in village D, 40 animals. For 40, 4 triangles. 4 tens are 40. Now, in village E, 60 animals we have in above list. Okay. Now, therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 triangles means 6 tens are 60 animals. So, we have written here this whole information with the help of pictures. Now, let's answer some questions on this. Now, here we have first question. How many symbols represent animals of village E? We can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 symbols represent animals of village E. Next question is, which village has the maximum number of animals? We can see here village B, that is 12 symbols we have written. It means what? 120 animals are there in village B. Therefore, what will be the answer? Village B has the maximum number of animals. Next question is, which village has more animals, village A or village C? We can see here village A has 80 animals and village C has 90 animals. Therefore, we can say that village C has more animals than village